Hey y'all, I'm back. It's the weekend and I didn't go camping though this weekend. I wish I would have went camping. The weather was not too bad. Friday evening we had rain and then yesterday we had rain, but it was just raining. It wasn't thunderstorming or crazy windy or anything like that. It was just rain. So I should have went, but I didn't. And as you can see, it's Sunday today, and it is a beautiful sunny Sunday. But I came on today because I wanted to show my dishwashing station for when I do not take my table that has the sink insert. So I recently started camping with a group of women, and we were discussing dishwashing stations, and I wanted to just show them mine because it's kind of compact. With the amount of stuff that I pack, and if y'all have watched any of my videos, my car be packed. I always have to have something that's compact. I've seen a lot of dishwashing stations. The Boxio looks, I think it's called Boxio. The black, it looks like a black crate and it's a sink. I really like that. And then there's another one I really like. It's called the Mighty Sink. That one looks super cool. Nice dishwashing station, or even for like your bathroom or whatever. But both of them are quite pricey. And so I had to come up with something that wasn't so pricey and also that was a little more compact. So I'm on today to show that. So I'm going to start off showing what to dry my dishes. I use this and I like it because it is, let me take this off. It folds down. So you have this part here where you can put your silverware or whatever to dry those in, and it comes right off like that. And then this part here is collapsible. See? So it's easy for me to pack away. It's really thin. I take this, or if I forget to grab this, in my kitchen box, I always have just a dishwashing mat that I use to set my dishes on to dry. And 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm using because most of the time I forget to grab this here. I always have my water storage bucket with me. It pretty much lives in a car since I go camping so much, and it is 12 liters, which I think is like 2.5 gallons. Oh, and then I got this from Temu. And I got them from Temu, the good days of Temu, when everything was like dirt cheap and we still had the de minimis tax and didn't have to pay import fees and all that kind of stuff. So you can still get it on Temu, I believe, but it might, not might, it definitely is more pricier. I got this portable shower here. That's what I use to rinse my dishes. I have this collapsible bucket, and I also have this collapsible basin is what I use as my sink. So I did just not figure out a way. I'm sure anybody can figure it out. But I just hooked up a shower hose holder to my collapsible basin so it'll stay up there so when I need to rinse my dishes. But that's what I came on to show the ladies how I hook up my little compact dishwashing set. I know a lot of people will just use like two of these collapsible buckets because they're really portable. One for washing dishes, the other for rinsing. I tried that, but I don't like rinsing my dishes in the same water that I've rinsed the last dish in, if you know what I mean. I don't know, I'm just funny that way. So I like fresh water rinsing every dish. So that's why I got the portable shower. And then also that portable shower can be used if you have a privacy tent and you take a shower out when you're camping and maybe you're dispersed camping or the campground shower is gross and you don't like to use that, and you take a shower in your little privacy tent, that's a good little portable shower. All right, so I'm gonna set up the table. It's not big enough for my dish drying station and my dishwashing station, so I'm gonna get rid of that because y'all know how that works to set that up there to dry dishes. And I'm just gonna set this up so I can show the ladies what I was talking about. All right, be right back. Okay, I have my dishwashing station set up, or at least all my components here in front of me. I am typically washing my dishes there at the picnic table. So I have plenty of room for my washing station and my little drying station. But since I'm using this little table that I have, drying station went in the house because y'all know how that works. So this is collapsible. So let's pop this open. Sometimes these little things are hard to uncollapse. Like now. All right. And so what I did for my shower handle holder, my shower handle, yeah, that's what it's called, a shower handle. For the holder, I got this off of Amazon. Oops, I hope I didn't break that. Oh, good Lord. So I got this here, shower holder handle, shower holder, shower handle, shower handle holder. I knew that didn't sound right. Shower handle holder off of Amazon. And I just drilled 2 holes in it on each side. I initially tried to do it with just the Velcro to hold it on to the basin here. I tried to Velcro a piece on there and Velcro a piece on here, but the Velcro wasn't strong enough. It's also self-adhesive on the back, but it's not strong enough either. So I drilled 2 holes and I used thumb screws, so I didn't have to have any tools with me, and wing nuts. So no tools required for this. Once you get your holes drilled, you don't have to have a screwdriver or anything with you. And again, I got this off Amazon, and I'll post a picture or the link in the video. All right, so just unscrew these wing nuts. And don't mind my ashy hands. I just went and got some water for this little demonstration, so they ashy. And this is actually too long for this little basin area. This part here on the basin. So you only need about, I guess that's about 1 inch. That's gonna hold it here. So I put that there where the Velcro is. Put my little thumb screws through the hole. Take your thumb screws and stick them through the hole that you use. You have to use a drill to drill you holes through here. And then I just take my wing nuts and screw my wing nuts on, and that'll hold it. And also, while I'm doing this, I do want to thank you guys for stopping by my page and checking out my videos. I really appreciate you guys and all the comments and the questions, all the engagement. I really appreciate it. All right, so it doesn't have to be super crazy tight. Just get it screwed on to there where it won't move or whatever. And then that's what it'll look like. Got it all screwed on, and then that's what it looks like on the inside. And that top part where I drilled the hole, I never fill my water up to the tippity top. So I don't worry about any water leaking. I guess If you did and would be worried about water leaking, you can always get the rubber, what are they called? Rubber, are they called nuts? Rubber, the little rubber things like nuts, or they're washers, rubber washers to stop from the water from coming out. But like I say, I don't ever fill mine up all the way, so I don't worry about that. All right, so next I get my little shower pump that I just dropped. Hopefully I didn't break it. We'll see in a minute when I go to turn it on. It is rechargeable, so here in the back is where it charges via USB-C. Hopefully you can see that. And then it has this silicone cover here to keep the water out. So make sure that you have that pushed in tightly. The little silicone part there. And then here on the pump, it has the power button. Now, I think I did read, turn it off, Stephanie, that you shouldn't turn the pump on unless it's submerged in water. I think that's what the directions said. I don't know. But I don't turn mine on until it's submerged in the water. But that's your little power button there. And then there's two speeds. There's like a slower speed and a faster speed. And forgive me, you guys, for sniffling out here. It's a little on the chilly side. So this is the hose, the shower hose. And this button here, pushed in is when the water is coming out. Pushed towards the back and no water is coming out. And then it has different, there's a lever here. And you can turn it on different shower or, you know, I'll show you when I turn it on. I can't think of the words for some reason right now. And then this part here at the bottom, self-explanatory, it just screws into the pump. So let's get that screwed on. Just put it here. Screw it onto the pump. And all this is self-explanatory. I know I don't have to tell y'all this, but somebody may ask me. So just make sure it's screwed on real tight. And then this end also screws on and off. So make sure you have it screwed on real tight. And inside of there, it is those rubber washers to help so the water is not splattering out. All right, and then that's pretty much it. I take this and I put it down into my black bucket. Let me see if I can bend you guys down to show you. I either use my black bucket or my other collapsible thing, but I think that's showing the bucket, yeah. But I'm gonna use the bucket today. So I hook, let's see. I put this halfway in where the bottom of it is in the water. And then I reach my hand down in there and I turn it on. Again, for some reason, I think I read you shouldn't turn the pump on unless it's in the water, but I don't know. That could not be the case. So you can push the power button, then put it in the bucket. But I put mine in the bucket so it's submerged. I turn it on and drop it down. And it's on green, so I think that's the higher speed when it's on green. All right, let me lift you back up. There you go. And then this handle just holds, the holder just holds my handle. So there we go. So I typically already have water in my basin. You, of course, could use this to fill up your basin. And then here are the different streams. So it's like a shower stream, that stream, whatever that is, and that stream. I tend to keep it on that stream. But you may get a little leaking when you turn it off. It may still water come out from there. But I just have it hanging over my basin, so if water is dripping out, that's fine. And then I have my other collapsible bucket here that when I rinse my dishes, I try to rinse them over this collapsible bucket so I can catch the water. Most of the time, though, when I do my dishes, I try to all the time, but the majority of the time, I do use biodegradable soap, so it's not hurting the environment. So if I just rinse my dishes off onto the ground, the soap is biodegradable and it's not going to hurt. But like I said, if I had my little drying station here, what I would do is just my coffee cup. It needs to be washed because it was just used. Take, wash, 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 wash. Wash, wash, wash. Wash real good. And then you could just take your shower handle here, hold it over the bucket or over the ground if you want to. This is just water, so I'm fine holding it over the ground. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Turn it off. And then wherever your drying station is, put it down on your drying station. And it's as simple as that. It's light, it's compact, it's really only, I don't have the table, I don't use the table, so I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with my drying station to 6, 5 to 6 pieces. And it's all collapsible except my black bucket here. So it's really easy to travel with and to use. So, but that's it. That's all I wanted to show. So, ladies, I hope that this has helped in your decision on picking a washing station. And I can't wait to see you guys at our next camp. And for all the rest of you guys, I hope that you had an opportunity this weekend or sometime this week or next weekend, sometime to get out and venture beyond the mailbox. All right. I hope you and your family have a beautiful, blessed start of the week. It is Sunday, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.